Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Profit Connect Wealth Services Investor Call. Today is August 28th, 2025, and it is 1:01 p.m. Pacific time. Quick disclaimer, nothing we say in this call should be construed as legal or accounting advice. If you have any specific legal or accounting questions, we recommend that you reach out to competent legal or accounting counsel and ask those questions there. Today, we're going to go through some of the questions that we had sent to us and talk a little bit about what is going on in the case currently. So before we get started, again, I just want to thank everybody for joining the call and for giving us an opportunity to kind of let you know where everything is at. As you've probably seen, we did file a motion to approve a settlement with Bank of America. That is outstanding. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. So the first set of questions we got are just kind of general questions. And the first one says, if no more distributions will be issued, can I get a formal declaration of loss so I can write off my personal loan balance on my tax returns? So the answer to that is that we do anticipate that there will be at least one more distribution. We don't yet know what that amount will be. So unfortunately, we can't give anybody any additional information on that. But we do anticipate that there will be at least one more distribution. The next set of questions have to do with litigation. First one is, can you explain the Bank of America settlement? So we did mediate with Bank of America and did come up with a settlement of just over $1.8 million with them. We did present it to the court. And so now if, we want everybody to take a look at that. And if there's any questions specifically as it relates to that, you're welcome to reach out to us. We're happy to answer them as we can. But do know that there's a deadline of September 26th of 2025 if you wish to file an objection to that settlement. However, note that if you do file an objection to that settlement, that there is a possibility that you could be excluded from the distribution of those funds if you opt to pursue your own claim against Bank of America. And so that obviously is a risk involved in that. However, if you do have any objections, I do recommend that you read the documents on the website as it relates to that settlement, as it lays out the method in which you should object if you intend to do so. As I said, we do have a final hearing October 17th on that settlement. Once that is heard, if it is approved, then we will be receiving those funds just shortly thereafter. Next question is, what is going on with other litigation? We did have other litigation in Texas, which we did settle. And that settlement document will be filed here shortly, seeking permission to accept that settlement. We still also have ongoing litigation against Dale Hayes, the attorney that assisted Profit Connect. We do have that set for a mediation coming up in the beginning of October in an attempt to try to settle that case. Finally, the last piece of litigation we have ongoing is against third parties seeking to claw back commissions and/or net winning investors as part of this case. And so that is also still ongoing. Next set of questions has to do with distributions. Should each distribution typically be a smaller amount? It is likely that any subsequent distributions from today will be smaller than the first distribution was. However, there are factors that could get involved in that could change that, but we do believe that is that to be the case. Will a final distribution occur before the end of 2026? That all depends on if we're able to wrap up the outstanding litigation before the end of the year. Just based on the timing that litigation takes, it's unlikely that there will be a final distribution before the end of 2026. Before the end of 2025. However, we do anticipate that this case will close and that everything will settle well before the end of 2026. Will there be another distribution in 2025? Again, that depends on what the state of the litigation is, and if there are substantial enough funds to justify doing a distribution before a final distribution. Let's see, is there any paperwork or forms I need to fill out to request the rest of my investment? No. Once you filed your claim has been assessed and asserted, subsequent distributions will just come to you automatically. I didn't receive as much as I paid in. Will I receive the rest back? In receivership cases and in most fraud cases, as it is in most fraud cases, it's very unlikely that you'll ever get all of your money back in these cases due to the nature of how the money was spent and collected. We will seek to distribute all the money that we collect and that is available for distribution but it is very unlikely to ever get back to 100% of what you had invested. And then the last question just asked about distributions again. And again, if we have enough money to justify it, we will do another distribution in 2025. But if that is not the case, then we will just do a final distribution when the rest of the litigation closes. I would like to think that it's possible it can happen by the end of 2025, but it's more likely to be early to mid 2026 before the case will close. If you have any further questions, any other communication that you'd like to discuss, I would recommend that you reach out to us, and you can do so at contact@profitconnect-receivership.com. Again, that is contact@profitconnectreceivership.com. Or you can call us at area code 503-980-3711. Again, that is 503-980-3711. There are other ways you can get in contact with us. You can go to the website and register your information on the website. The website is profitconnect-receivership.com. Again, that's profitconnect-receivership.com. Or you can email us or call us at the phone numbers we've previously given you. Again, all these documents that I have discussed here, including the settlement with Bank of America, are available on our website. If you do have any specific questions about that, please do reach out to us, and we're happy to discuss that with you. So again, thank you for joining the call. I appreciate it. We did put that contact information in the chat, so it is available there, but I do recommend that you grab that right away, as the chat will go away once the call is complete. So again, thank you for taking the time to join us today. And I look forward to getting this case wrapped up and getting the last money that we have available out to investors, and are working to get that done as quickly as we can. So please do reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.